The A says ah. The A says ah. Every letter makes a sound. The A says
ah.
And the B says the B says every letter makes a sound. The B says the C says the C says every letter makes a sound. The C says the D says the D says every letter makes a sound. The D says the E says the E says every letter makes a sound. The E says the F says the F says every letter makes a sound. The F says the G says the G says every letter makes a sound. The G says the H says the H says every letter makes a sound. The H says the I says the I says every letter makes a sound. The I says the J says the J says every letter makes a sound. The J says K. The K says the K says every letter makes a sound. The K says
L.
The L says the L says every letter makes a sound. The L says
O.
the M says the M says every letter makes a sound. The M says the N says the N says every letter makes a sound. The N says but the O says the O says every letter makes a sound. The O says the P says the P says every letter makes a sound. The P says now let's review. The Q says the Q says every letter makes a sound. The Q says the R says the R says every letter makes a sound. The R says the S says the S says every letter makes a sound. The S says the T says the T says every letter makes a sound. The T says the U says the U says every letter makes a sound. The U says the V says the V says every letter makes a sound. The V says W.
When I play it over here, the room, it starts to shake. In my ear, what I found, it's the sound that you make.
Wow! This learning other stuff is fun. Thanks.
You are welcome, don't you know?
It's time for us to go.
This lesson, it is through.
What is the sound of it? W.
The X says the X says every letter makes a sound. The X says the Y says the Y says every letter makes a sound. The Y says Lullaby, Z, Z, Z. Catch some Z's when day is done. Zzz is your sound. Now go to sleep, my little one.